Actually, yeah, no, the Democrats said that actually Comey was like the greatest guy.
Well, that's what I meant about this week. A month ago, it switched.
A month ago. But now you even look at the Wall Street Journal, and boy, I'll tell you what, the Justice Department, Loretta Lynch's Justice Department, the Obama Justice Department, they're going to dig into this story, and there are going to be a lot of people ducking over the next month because it looks like they have stopped the investigation of the Clinton Foundation.
Well, and just on so many levels, it's impossible to have any sympathy for Hillary Clinton over this. Like you were saying this morning, setting up this server was just such an incredible lapse of judgment. And the fact that the Democratic Party apparatus went forward with such a flawed candidate. And so they're stuck with the establishment candidate, and the Republican Party have this grassroots insurgent. What irony for 2016.
What happens if Hillary Clinton is elected president of the United States a week from tomorrow? Normally, the stories about the president-elect would be who's going to be Secretary of State, who's going to be Attorney General. Now it's going to be what's the latest on the email? Will she be indicted?
Right. Who's on the legal defense team?
Are you kidding?
Well, that'll be the personnel.
And by the way, so Mike,
this is how we start.
I know it's awful.
Yeah, and they'll probably justify their outside business activities because they're going to have such heavy legal fees because it's all the Republicans.
Well, what's frustrating?
It's never going to end.
Elise, it's not the Republicans. It starts with the server.
Oh,
that's the difference here. You can't accuse anyone of anything. I was speechless with Trey Gowdy when he said, when he did that list of what is not Comey's fault. I had nothing.
You're saying he's right.
He was right.
Yeah, bad choices by Hillary Clinton, and then a lot of mendacity in covering stuff
And
up.
by the way, this past week, I think the most damning WikiLeaks information that's come out has been what Hillary Clinton, those people closest to Hillary Clinton, have said about her decision to use the email. So now they can't say, oh, this is just a vast right-wing conspiracy. Oh, you Republicans are making much ado about nothing. Oh, anybody that says the email story is important. They can't do that because you have Robbie Mook. And you have James Podesta. You have Philippe. You have all of these people.
Do we actually know who told Hillary Clinton she could use a private email? And has that person been drawn and cornered? Like, the whole thing is bleeping insane.
Yeah, so that's really damaging. They can't even go out and say this is a vast right-wing conspiracy because their own people and the New York Times were the ones that drove this story. But Mike Barnacle, I want to, before we go to break, you were a reporter for a very long time. I have been a lawyer and been on the Judiciary Committee for a little while. And let's just step back for 1 second. Let's say this isn't about the Democratic nominee, or this isn't about Hillary Clinton. What if I told you, gave you this fact pattern, and then I said, and by the way, the FBI just seized 650,000 emails. And by the way, we hear that the metadata suggests that there are thousands that are going back and forth between a top aide and a person who has run a hyper-secretive organization that actually destroyed devices, bleached hard drives, and decided what the FBI was going to get and they weren't going to get. But now they have 650,000 emails to sort through. Would you think that there might be some problems ahead for that person? Just your intuitive.
What's your gut?
What's your gut say? Because we're talking about after. Let's say she's elected president. What happens after? Because I can tell you as a lawyer that have been around a lot of prosecutors and somebody on the Judiciary Committee, this usually doesn't end well.
Well, I would have no doubt about one thing, that the agents running this investigation, at least at a minimum, skimmed a few of the that they saw.
By the way,
no doubt about
it. I wish I could say BS on the air because that's the only word that fits. When I've heard people say, well, you know, the FBI agents don't even know what are in those emails. Please, you haven't spent 5 minutes around a DA's office or a state attorney's office. If you think that's how they operate, they wouldn't have stuck their neck out on the line unless they, as you said, here's the polite word.
Warrant. Look at this.
Here's the polite word. Here's the polite word. Skimmed. You know what they do?
Gerald.
They're like, I'm not saying in this
Gerald
case.
Daughtry.
but
we need to go to break, Gerald.
In other cases, they do this. Okay, look, I think we may need a warrant, but I better see just one more just to make sure. Okay, come look.
Please
I
go
may
to
need
break.
one more. There were a lot that were skimmed. Not in this case.
Elise, stay with us if you want.
End of the beginning.